such a cool bunch, ooh. Drinking the purple shit, ooh. My TA got 180 zoom, zoom. Whole lot of shop at the Juju.
You're all tuned into another episode of JUJUTV, and this is my sneaker collection. First shoe I got in my collection is the Shadow 1. Y'all know I'm a ones head. This shoe right here, it's one of my favorites. It's actually kind of slept on. If you're a real ones head, you know, like, you need a good pair of shadows. You can't go wrong with black and gray either. Like, it's just a great shoe. I wear these as much as I can. The next shoe I got in my collection is the Fearless Air Jordan 1. I actually picked these up in Vegas at the Day in Vegas festival. Shout out to Foot Locker for always hooking me up, for real, because I did not think I was gonna hit on these. The patent leather on these is crazy. Like, I've worn these maybe once or twice. Patent leather holds up so crazy on these. I do like colors, but this is a very loud shoe. If you know how to do it right, not do too much, like try to do too much with the red or too much with the blue, it's perfect. You have to know how to wear your shoes. Like, that UNC blue, North Carolina is my favorite team, so I couldn't go wrong with that. And that patent leather on the white, the best of both worlds. So it's just a showstopper every time I wear them. So I got the Bread One Low G. Not many people have this. It was a very slept on shoe in 2015. Price resale now is like $300-400. You can't even really find this shoe for under what I paid, what, maybe $170? No, $120 actually, because they're the lows in 2015, and like they skyrocketed now. They look good with anything, jeans, shorts. It's just a different vibe to switch up from all the highs that you see in my collection. It's just a good switch up. Next shoe I got in my collection is the Obsidian, aka Columbia's for me. When I got it, I knew I was gonna do something crazy with it, but I didn't think I was gonna, you know, dress it up how I did. Carolina's my favorite team, so it was a no-brainer getting these. The leather on these is crazy. Like, that UNC blue, I'll buy it every single time. Next, we got the Turbo Greens. I don't know, this off teal color, like turbo green, turbo blue, whatever you want to call it. Calm enough but loud enough just to get, you know what I'm saying, get it done. I've worn it a few times. This is a great shoe, a great little head turner. This reminds me of Miami Vice. Like, it's just a fire shoe to have. A Royal OG highs is a grail for anybody. I was so geeked when I got these. Shout out to the Boca Town Center. That Foot Locker been lacing me for forever. As you can see, like, I'll wear them. I pretty much beat these, but you have to have Royals in your collection. Like, I don't even like Royal Blue, and I wear these 10 times over. I probably worn these more than my Breads, actually, which is the craziest thing. If it's a grail piece, same thing with the Shadows, that you gotta have these in your collection. You have to. My favorite shoe ever, my favorite shoe in my collection, the OG Bread 1. Every single one that you see in my collection, this is what started it. This is the best shoe ever created, in my opinion. Shout out to Foot Locker. Actually, not the Town Center. I got these in Wellington in 2016, but this shoe is just, it started it all. Like, as you can see, like, I've worn these, I've beat them. This shoe I will buy over and over again. I'm actually gonna buy another pair soon, just because I want to, like, have a crispier pair, because I wear these so much. But I love this shoe. I buy this shoe over and over and over again. Like, it's just so timeless. You can wear it with anything. So if you rock J's and you rock ones, you have to have these. If you don't, you're fooled. You gotta have a Bread One in your collection. So now we're looking at the Biohacks, Tokyo Biohacks. This is one of my only wins on sneakers. That does not happen much. I hit on these. I haven't even worn them yet. They're still DS. Just put in for my size, which is 11.5. Didn't get it, scrambled back trying to find another pair, and then I went for a size 11 and I hit on these. Leather is like, it's like a suede type of, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with these, but when I pull these out, dunzo. People slept on it so much, but resale getting your asses now. So we got the Shatter Backboard 3.0, got them Halloween guys. This shoe is amazing. Like, I like how it's black and orange, and then they offset it with the sail. See, like, it's shiny, but it's not as like that in person. If you've never seen them in person, you're seeing them here now. Also my only wins on the Nike sneakers app. The sale on this, people are slept on. I remember when the images first came out of this shoe, people weren't really fucking with the like patent leatherish, oily texture of it, but I was a fan of it from the jump, honestly. Orange is one of my favorite colors, if you couldn't tell. Like, I need a 2.0 and the 1.0, so if you have it, let me know, please, because I need that added to the collection. Bread toes, I couldn't even think of the name for a second. The bread toes, I want to say 2016, 2017. Once again, shout out to the town center, Boca Town Center. You really held me down in college, like probably 5 to 6, maybe 7 pairs of shoes I got from the town center. I mean, some people might just say, oh, it looks just like a bread one. People started kind of picking up on the ones hype when these drop. I wear it not as often as my other shoes. I'll honestly wear my breads before I wear my bread toes, but it's a great switch up, you know, when I want to give my breads a break, because I wear those so much. I'll definitely pull these out. Alright, next shoe I got in my collection is the Gold Toes, aka the Who Dats. Reggie Bush, my favorite running back of all time, but you know, that's another story for another day. The inside is different from the outside. Like, bro, they killed it on this shoe. No, it doesn't crease as much, and when I wear these, I'm kind of more attentive to how I, you know, move and walk. It's like I would dress this up with a suit. Like, I would literally dress these up with a suit. This is giving me New Year's Eve vibes, like stepping out. Every patent leather one I've copped has been 10 out of 10. These actually just dropped yesterday. Shout out Finish Line. I hit on these in a raffle. Resale on these is like $300, $425. I don't feel y'all on these because obviously I have them. Probably gonna keep them on ice just because I'm gonna let you hype beasts and you demon monsters have them. A lot of people call these the poor man Travis Scott ones, but frankly, I like it. Perfect for fall, winter vibes. That brown and that black, you really can't go wrong. Plus that sail on the upper and the toe box. Shitting me? If you had the chance to get these and you didn't, you slept. I would suggest paying resale. Then again, I'm not because I have them, but if retail is not too much on these, I suggest you pull the trigger. Shoe, we got the Quart Purple 2.0s, and I personally like this better than the 1.0, but that's just my preference. It's all opinion based. One of my only other wins on sneakers besides the Biohacks and the Shadow Backboard 3.0s. I haven't worn this shoe yet. Honestly, I hate the color purple, but I love this shoe. I'm glad I hit on sneakers and didn't have to pay resale, so there's that. That's also great. But hey man, when I pull these out, you'll see what I do with them, because honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Got one of my favorite colors on one of my favorite shoes ever. Just way better than the 2.0s to me. Like, I don't like how they had up here, like they had it with like blacked out. Like, that was not the vibe at all on the 2.0, at least. See, I wear these a lot. Like, they're very, very dirty. Clean your shoes, I guess, but also wear your shoes. Pine green, Celtic green, pretty much on a 1. Like, it was no question to get these. Represents the earth, represents growth, everything, development. But yeah, man, the 1.0, fire, fire, fire. We got the yin and yangs, in my opinion, the real yin and yangs. This shoe really started it for me for collecting ones. At my first job at Little Caesars, I spent one of my checks pretty much buying these. This is the first shoe that I won in a Foot Locker raffle in 2015. Paid like $160, $171 with taxes. I love this shoe so much, probably just as much as my bread one, just because I have sentimental value. This is the first one in my collection that I ever copped. Like, it's pretty much started it all. I've worn these so many times and they still hold up. Like, they look better than some of my newer pairs just because the leather quality at the time was just, you know, it was like kind of like that OG vibe, well, it's close to it. A simple shoe, but nobody really has these. Like, I literally had somebody offer to buy these off my feet at a Foot Locker Nike factory in Orlando, and I was not going for it. You can't offer me any money for these. Too much sentimental value and just too rare to find. I'll never get rid of it, ever. I actually have a lot of sentimental value with this shoe, and a funny story about it. My sister got these for me Christmas 2012. When she was in college. She asked what shoe I wanted for Christmas, and I was like, the Bread 4. And basically, long story short, you know, she ran through the mall, found it for me, asked for my size. And you know, me just wanting it so bad, I said, you know, whatever you can find at the time. And me thinking my foot was gonna get bigger than 11 and a half, I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I should be cool with a 13. Long story short, she got them for me that Christmas. I was hesitant on wearing them just because I'm not a size 13. I'm 11 and a half. I'm only like 5'10", 5'11". Wore them, you know, just to make her happy, pretty much appease her. I wore them maybe once or twice. Like, you can literally tell I wore them once or twice, and I double socked when I wore them each time. I literally, you know, I just wanted her to show that I was appreciative of the shoe, but I physically can't wear the shoe unless I double sock. So I love this shoe. I would never get rid of it, but I also can't wear it. So yeah, man, sometimes you gotta do what you do for the love of the game, for the love of the shoe. But I appreciate her for it. I actually just picked these up, like, I want to say last month. I remember in 2012, my sophomore year of high school, when these first dropped, that nostalgic feeling. I literally remember walking into the cafeteria for breakfast and seeing these. I just fell in love with them, and I was like, I need those. My parents were the type, they're gonna buy you what you need, not what you want. Outside of a school pair of shoes in basketball season, it wasn't really, you know, it was quiet. These just dropped on sneakers, and I didn't even go for them just because I like the 2012 version. 4 is probably my second favorite Jordan. I might try to double up when it drops in November, just because of the Nike. Like, I'm a sucker for that, but I love this shoe. Fire Reds, you need them in your collection. I'm glad I got them in mine. 2012 was a great year for sneakers. If you know, then you know. Black cement 3s. Once again, shout out to the Boca Town Center. That Foot Locker laced me up with so many kicks, bro. The elephant print, like, it's just timeless. Never even thought that I would acquire it, but I hit on a launch app, and you know, I picked these up. I've worn these so many times. Like, it's a grail, it's an OG piece to have. I got the Nike Air on the back, so it's stamped. You feel me? Like, if you like J's, you have to have the cement 3s. Like, if you don't have them, then you're a dweeb, you're a lame-o. I can wear these with anything, however I want. Like, so comfortable, no matter how many times I wear them. You can just see how many times I've worn these. For you sneakerheads, the star count is gone on these. Like, I'm trying to double up eventually, but I'm just gonna, you know, take care of these and just keep them to where they're at. I need an OG pair. We got them Flues. Shout out to Champs in the Mirror Island Mall. One of my homies used to work there. He made it happen for me on these. That red and that black, like, you see it and you just know the vibes. Like, you just gotta know. I've probably worn these maybe 4 to 5 times now, and they just don't want to, like, crease, mess up anything, well, except for in here. But it's a really comfortable shoe. If you like 12, it's one of my favorite models. I do need the Taxis next. Red and black, you can never go wrong with that. It's a great winter shoe. I like to wear this with a good oversized cargo pant. They sit well on jeans too. If you don't have the Flues, then you're sick yourself. These are actually the oldest pairs of shoes in my collection right now. The 08 colonized pack. I need to make sure I call it the right shit. This is the 19 4-pack from 08. They're amazing. Like, on the inside, I don't know if you can see, but they got the stitching on the inside. The red 4s that are in my size, 11 and a half. Like, outsoles are amazing on these. Like, there is no cracking, and they're from 08. I couldn't wear the other size because it's with 13, but like I said, this is my size, so I will be rocking these very soon. And these are the 19s. DS from 08. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but there's nothing on them. Like, who thought to, if I can get it open, who, like, thought to make this? Like, who thought to do that? I've been on this wave right now of the higher J's. If this was a J now in 2020, this would probably sell out. Like, a lot of y'all still sleep on them, which is fine. You could be sleep on them. I'm saying, just like the innovation, the technologies that went into these, Like, this is a 2020 shoe. If Travis dropped this right now, it would cause mayhem. Now, the fact that I was able to get him in a pack for a steal, shout out to eBay. eBay is where it's at. Just check the feedback. If it's positive, check the sales. You have to do a little bit of research, but there are very, very good legit sellers on eBay. You just have to find them. You're looking at the Nike Spear drawings. I actually got these for retail. They were like retailing for $140. I maybe paid $144 with tax. One of the most comfortable shoes that I actually own, like in my collection. The mesh, pretty much upper and all around, like it's a very, very comfortable shoe. Like, I could wear this literally all day, hours on end, no problems. eBay has great deals. You just have to look for it, and if it seems fishy, it probably is. You're looking at the Yin and Yang, the Shock TLs. Shocks are normally considered a corny shoe. I remember in middle school, the girl that didn't want to run on the track would wear these with some low ankle socks, and there was yellow on the inside. When I first saw this shoe, I loved it. I actually copped the white pair first. And when they came in, I just loved them so much that I copped the black pair. Like I said, I wear 11.5, so they're kind of boaty. I don't really like all white shoes too much, but this is chill enough. It has like hints of silver and like gray in there, and it's kind of reflective enough, so I just decided to buy both pairs. We got the Air Max 1 Sunset Pack. This is actually the second time me owning this shoe. First time I owned it, it got stolen out of my car. Well, I was able to find this pair, the only pair on eBay in my size. Well, close enough, it's an 11. It is what it is. You take some losses, but you can get it back. I like Air Max 1s. Like, it's one of my favorite silhouettes, one of my favorite styles that Nike's ever done. I'm glad they're finally back in my collection. We're looking at the De La Soul Dunks, the 2015 pair. I just love the greens, the browns, the oranges on these. Shout out to my boy Nick. Me and him actually wear the same size, so he let them go to me. It's kind of hard to get into the dunk game now because it's hypebeast central. Like, it's impossible. I can't win on sneakers at all. Raffles sell out, nothing. So I was actually hype on getting these. Dunks are a comfortable silhouette, and they're fire. So I definitely am hyped on these. I'm money well spent. Alright, so right here, you're looking at the Air Max 1 Jewel Swoosh, white and black pair. It's just a very simple shoe. White and black, you can't go wrong with that. It pretty much goes with anything. I love the Air Max 1, and I also love the Jewel Swoosh. I've worn these a lot. It's a chill shoe if I want to go to Walmart, if I want to dress it up. It's just a vibe. Any occasion it matches. Just want subtle vibes sometimes, and like I said, it's one of the most comfortable shoes I own. The up tempos in the white and black colorway. Just look at that on the back. Like, I actually wore these to a protest in June or July, and that's why they have grass all over them. Bulkier than a lot of people would like, but I like that old school vibes. Brings me back to that 90s era. Even though I was born in 96, I grew up in the 2000s, so I couldn't really cop a lot of the shoes that they had. So when they re-retroed these, like, it was a no-brainer. A good all black shoe with the subtle hints of white and that air all the way around, the inside and outside. Like, this is really art on your feet. I had a white and red pair, but I sold them just because I was deciding between the two, and I was just like, I like these better. And a good winter shoe keeps your ankles warm and your calves tight, because this bitch is heavy. So I just actually copped these off sneakers. They're the Nike Daybreak SP. I just like the old school vibe on these. These really take me back to the 50s and 60s. That cream brown gold with the maroon accent, actually more fire in person than I thought they were on the app. If you were thinking about copying these off the sneakers app, I suggest you do. They have the waffle bottom. Like, it's a very lightweight shoe too. And on the inside, it actually shocked me because I don't know if you could tell, but it's like see-through. It's like translucent. Probably one of the lightest shoes I actually own in my collection. Great silhouette too. Like, you did a thing on these. You're looking at the Stranger Things Hawkins Nike collab Cortez. Stranger Things is one of my favorite shows on Netflix. That orange and green, two of my favorite colors. Just in how it just sits on the white. Cortez is one of the most timeless Nike models ever, so it's a very lightweight shoe. Like that embroidery on the back with the Stranger Things on the Nike tag. Like, it also, it came with like pins and stuff you could put on, and like the inside of the paper, or the wrapping paper is like from the TV show. That shoe was very detailed, so I'm glad I copped it. It was, you know, two of my favorite things, a shoe and one of my favorite TV shows, so why not? We got the Kill Shot OGs. Sneakers recently just dropped this model. This is literally the lightest shoe I have in my collection. It is so light, it's so comfortable. I haven't worn them yet. OG, varsity red and cream on the white. Very low key, very subtle. You are sleeping on this, you all are sleeping on this shoe. Thinking about buying it, definitely, hopefully this helps. We got the Question Lows in the orange colorway. My favorite point guard ever, one of my favorite players ever besides LeBron. I don't really hoop like that much anymore, but I would literally hoop in this shoe. I've actually never owned a pair of Questions. This is my first pair. The 3 on the back is just subtle hints on these shoes. I'm looking for the original OG colorway, the white and red ones. It was the best PG ever though. Debate your mama, because I'm not the one for it. Asics Gel Light 5, the best silhouette in the Asics brand in my opinion. I think I got these in 2017 from the Florida Mall. Just a very slept on subtle colorway. Like the all red normally is kind of OD, but this was like just enough. Me and my sister actually copped these. Like it's all red, but it's not OD. The different materials in the reds just really just bring it all together. I like Asics. Asics is slept on. I do want some more casual leisure shoes just because I'm kind of on that vibe right now. One of the less hype shoes in my collection, but also one of my favorites. You got the Balenciaga Triple S. I'm not gonna lie, I was the type of guy that said I would never get a pair of these. I'd never own a pair of these. Probably the most expensive shoe in my collection. They're actually not that bad when you wear them in person. You know, I don't recommend you wear them when you're doing a lot of walking. If you want to, you know, shit on a nigga or two, rock them. See, they are 45, so it's like 11.5, 12, which is also crazy because I found them in my size. I'm not into designer shoes like that. I'm not, you know, looking to blow a check or blow a bag on a shoe. What it is, like it weighs what it weighs. Resale on these is not crazy. These definitely don't hold their value. If I did get rid of them, I probably, you know, would do it as trade bait. It's not really my forte, you know, but this is not that bad of a shoe. I appreciate all the love and support that I've gotten this far on my channel. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Continue to show love. Y'all be safe and be blessed.
Drinking the purple shit, ooh, my G got 180 zoom, zoom. Whole lot of shop at the JUJUTV. Jump on them clocks and sticks too. Vivian diamonds and stones too. Bitch, I'm not paying no rent, ooh.